Hello. Okay, so you have this new brand and you have all these assets, and now you're like, okay, I'm scared to death. How do I do this thing? How do I create a cohesive brand? It's probably the number one thing that we hear all the time is like, how do I create a cohesive brand? They think that they need to or you think, or whomever think that they need to hire a professional designer in order to have a cohesive brand. That's really not the case. If you have the pieces, you can create a cohesive brand. Now, with that being said, some people struggle with getting all the pieces together. And that's why I'm so excited that you purchased the package, the branding package, because you now have all the elements that you need to create a cohesive brand. And I just want to kind of walk through the elements, and then I want to walk through how to create a cohesive brand now that you have all the pieces. So, first thing first is you have the logo at the very top. This is your brand board, which you will see within your training and everything. But you have your logo, your main logo, and then to the left, you have right here, you have a couple different options. And no matter what package you bought from us, they all come with the same type of elements. Um, and this is done on purpose. And the reason why you need multiple variations of your logo is because you're going to have to use your logo in so many different ways. You're going to have so many different sizes and shapes that your logo has to fit in. So that's why we wanted to give you a variety. Um, and then within your logos, you then have them in all the different colors of your brand because you're going to need them as well too. So you get an insane amount of logo files, which is really awesome. It might seem a little overwhelming, but trust me when I say it's better to have them, especially since we set them up for you, than not have them. So you have your main logo, then you have your logo alternatives, and then you have your brand colors, which is this strip right here. And those three elements are really what set the foundation for creating a cohesive brand, okay? And I'll explain a little bit more. Our packages come with something that I don't see anybody else's come with, and that's icons. I think this day and age, like especially with social media and things like that, like icons really help to say a lot of words in a very simple form. And I think that they bring another level to your brand. I think that they create just a little nice fun touch, and you can use them in your IG highlights. You can use them for certain areas on your website, like you can use them um, on YouTube. You can use them in PDFs that you create for your clients. Like, really, it's endless. So, you get about 10 or so icons with your brand guide. Below that are your patterns and your textures. So, here in this particular brand, you can see this very simple geometric pattern that I will then show you how we use it um, in your layouts. And then this is a texture. We supply you with a texture, but the texture is also kind of a way to kind of show you like an environment. And like if you were to shoot, photography and things, like this is the kind of feeling you're going to want. This is the kind of elements or type of backgrounds or things like that that you would want to use. So like in this one, for instance, it's a marble. So like it's because in this brand in particular, it's kind of like your colors are really bright, so you need a lot of white space and white things to kind of balance it out. And then here on the right hand side, this is to kind of show you how to take this geometric type of look and create the designs from it. So we don't necessarily give you this pattern. It's just to kind of show you, but you'll see in all the social media templates, especially if you purchase them from us, and how it all works together. Below is just kind of taking the assets that you have within your brand guide and within your branding and your stock photos and everything, and how it all comes together to create your cohesive designs. So you can see here, like these, excuse me, sorry. You can see how it's all using the colors from this color palette. This type of like overlapping of the box is kind of pulled from this kind of pattern idea. And then I'll get into more examples and show you how to be flexible. And then at the very bottom is just stock photography. You're given, a decent amount of stock photography that you can use. Well, if you purchase, you can use in both print materials and on web and social and all that kind of stuff. Everything is supplied for you, and it really is just to make sure you from the gate have an entire brand experience for your customer, and it really paves the way. So now that you have all these items and you have all of these fun little tools at your tool belt, let's just jump into Canva. If you purchase any of the social media templates, this will look familiar to you. If you haven't, this is kind of giving you an idea on how you could build them out. So when you come in here, for instance, to the business card, you can see that it has the logo, it uses those color blocking, and it uses that overlapping of the outline, and it just kind of plays off of this simple, clean, but geometric, bold pattern throughout. And then let's just keep going and let's continue to look. So you can see too that, here we use that geometric pattern. It's the same font. I forgot to mention fonts, but your color palette and your fonts really should never change. Like, you want them to be the same all the time, because this was what creates the cohesive design. This is what builds that trust with your clients. So you really want to stick with that. So these are the fonts that are supplied with this brand, and you can see as we scroll through, it kind of just plays off that idea of like the overlapping of the boxes. Here's that the alternative logo that I was telling you about before, and then this is the brand photography that you were that comes with the stock photography. So, and then this is just showing you multiple different ways on how to use it. You can, layer things differently. You can really, once you have the elements and you have the overall design aesthetic, you can really play with the way that you're using them and the just the layering of the effects. So like this is this black lines in the back and then things like that. So I just want to kind of show you, and then here's like using the icon. You really can play with it and still stay within brand. And then like you could easily, if you want to use this same exact layout, you would just change this color, change this photo, and it's a whole new layout. Like, that's what makes this so amazing, and that's what makes having this brand such a crucial piece to growing your business and making things so easy, because you no longer need to think about it. Everything is here, everything is supplied, and it's just a matter of taking the pieces and kind of building something out of it. And if you have the templates, you really get to see all the different ways in which you can create something. So then the reason why we did it that way is, like, say you have something that you need to create, you can then create something new and have an idea on how to design it, because you see how all the different variations that we've given you, you can see how to layer all your different pieces together to make everything still match, but still something different and new and fresh for your customer. And literally that's all it is. Okay, guys, like, it's just a matter of like taking these pieces. You see this overlapping idea, but then like, look, this is the square, but it's in the back, like things like that. Like, you just keep playing with it. And this goes for every single type of package we sell. Like, none of them are the same. We supply different materials. I will just hop in here real quick and just show you the difference of another one and how they all work together still. So this is another Positively Beautiful, okay? And it comes with this dotted pattern. It has these really sophisticated and elegant um, colors, and then it comes with the photography. So let me bring out something that has more examples. So you can just see how we kind of merge the different pieces and layer them. One thing you can tell an amateur design versus a designer, because a designer uses elements and kind of layers them in. So in giving you templates and giving you materials for your brand, I tried to make sure that it looked professional and it looked like, but yet at the same time it was easy for you to update and kind of adjust, and it didn't take a whole lot of thinking on your part or a whole lot of design skills on your part. So you just kind of play with the different pieces, and you can see we use this box a lot. We'll use this line with the dot for this brand. Like, just once you get started, just start taking the pieces that you see and start mixing and playing with them if you want. If not, just keep it the way it is and just adjust the pictures and colors and the fonts and everything like that. And that is pretty much it. Like, honestly, once you have this part and you have your brand and you have the aesthetic, it really is simple to create a cohesive brand as long as you stick within the fonts and the colors. And then when you get more brand, if you need more stock photography, you just kind of look at the photography that you already have or the photography that goes with this package, and you kind of use it as a guidance on moving forward. And if you have a brand shoot, you can even show them this photography. If you've purchased it, you can have the photographer look at it and say, this is the feeling that I'm going for. This is, what I want it to match with. And then you'll have even more things going together, and you'll create even more of a cohesive look. So that's it. If you have any questions, please reach out. You can reach out to us in a Facebook group, find us on Instagram, send a support ticket, email us, anything like that. Just reach out and we would be happy to help. All right. Have a good day.